Previously on the other dungeon. The gang finally arrived safely back on Snake Island to recover and regroup before returning to Dinosaur Island with hopes of the Keffel attracting a new animal companion, while the rest of the group went hunting and encountered a dire boar, which they defeated together, then left the island with their spoils, and returned once more to Snake Island, where they had to deal with Karam's mom, whose body was no longer inhabited by the Keffel, and had developed a taste for her Vishkanyan host, poisonous blood. And now, the other dungeon continues. Meanwhile, Bekefo is following her dragonfly around zippity zappity around the island.
Oh!
You don't know that yet, but I do.
Accidentally revealed that
I mean, your creature is zipping and zapping around the island doing its daily routine, so.
I'll put butterfly coach. Okay, I would like to take control over my friend again.
Alright, roll a will contest. I got a 14 this time.
Ooh, 6.
Yeah, damn.
Oh, 11 altogether. 11.
I got a 14, so this time you don't take control. Whatever it's doing, it's preoccupied with, and you can't take control of it right this second. You will not be able to for the next 24 hours.
I've noticed my new friend is kind of obsessive.
Yeah. Whatever it was doing right now, it was obsessed with. You want to roll a knowledge nature? Because if you want to roll it, I can actually say it's a
Yeah,
dragonfly.
cool, yeah, I do.
Roll a knowledge nature.
12.
After thinking about what you saw earlier through its eyes, you were able to determine it's some sort of insect, probably a giant dragonfly.
Got it. What?
Blow in your mind, yeah.
Adding the word giant.
It's about 5 feet long, probably. The ones you've heard about in the wild. You haven't seen it yet, but they usually have beautiful glittering skin in the sunlight.
Beautiful.
They're shimmery, and they have long, like thin wings, sort of translucent wings. They make a creepy buzzing sound when they approach. I think a lot of your experience would be that their skin brings a good price in the market. That's been your giant dragonflies. You've never seen a live one before. But you have seen their skins for sale in the old Donks market for a good price.
Well,
Just in case it comes to
good
that.
thing to know we're still on the land.
that we're in the same mission at least. Or
Yeah.
world.
That's true. So I cannot take over the dragonfly.
Not for
Can
24
I,
hours.
Can I ask the dragonfly? Can I still discern north?
Because that's something through your god, your former god Desna, whose name you forgot at some point in your past. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
feat.
yeah.
That's a feat you still get to keep, so you know which direction north is if you want to try to
Wait,
help
what's my
instruct
god's
it.
name?
You
In
don't.
the dragonfly, I have a moment where I remember my god.
Yeah, it comes to you.
Real quick, we are south of right. Dinosaur Island is south of Snake Island.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to communicate to my dragonfly to fly north towards Smaller Island.
All right, you do that telepathically. It'll follow your orders because it's your animal companion, and it does what you say. It'll start flying north.
Okay. It's going.
All right, roll handle animal, but I think you're gonna be okay. I don't feel like it'll be hard to convince.
13.
It's gonna reluctantly. You're gonna tell. You can probably tell that it stalls a bit. Like it doesn't go right away. So it like kills some time doing stuff around the island and then heads south. So it doesn't follow your orders immediately, but it does do what you say eventually.
Up to the dragonflies, it finally starts going a couple hours later. North, not south, north.
Oh, it forgot after doing stuff for a while, and then goes back the other direction. Heads north. Meanwhile, Karam and Eriku have taken Bridget, her paralyzed-ish body, her near-paralyzed body, over to the old folks. She's pretty paralyzed. She can still talk, but otherwise she's pretty motionless. So the whole time you got that Eriku's carrying over there, she's complaining and carrying on about how she wants to go hang out with those young men and drink. She doesn't want to go over here where you guys, old people over here.
You laid out your bedroll, Karam?
Yeah, I put my bedroll out for you to...
I flop her down like a sack of potatoes. Gently, did not hurt her, but flopped well.
Alright, flop her down on a bedroll.
More of a plop.
Thank you.
What time is it?
Before noon, probably, at this point.
I would like to take a nap
Alright.
on my boar's head.
You take a noontime nap and you use the boar's head as your pillow.
I need to heal y'all. Like, I'm fucked up. I got 2.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Erica passes out. How many hours do you want to sleep for, Erica?
Passes out too.
Too late for us to go back to
I'll sleep 6 hours. That should be good.
Alright, you sleep 6 hours.
I do
Erica's
got
out.
stuff to do, though.
Yeah, so you can roll d6 plus con, you're out for 6 hours.
I want to finish my basket trap while
Alright,
we're...
while you take a nap, Erica, Karam hangs out with the old folks and makes a basket and has some small talk.
I also want to start telling these old people more about teachings of my deity.
Alright, so roll me a diplomacy and tell me what you say to him.
Oh shit! I don't have to say them all, but I can tell them. I can do the
Just
first
give
one.
her a few
Yeah,
a day.
give me some bullet points. Yeah. Just like, give me the first verse 1 at least.
So that's 15. Oh want to share with you the tenets and affirmations of my goddess Amadei, if that's alright with you guys while I'm weaving. These are generally, in other words, rules or like moral codes I go by that my goddess teaches me and other followers to go by.
Yeah, a little stubble.
You don't have to repeat after me, but it helps in memorizing them. So I'm probably just gonna go over the first two. First one is will learn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not in my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I have lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. And the second one is, I will have faith in the inheritor. I will channel her strength through my body, and I will shine in her legion. And I will not tarnish her glory through base action.
Yeah, they listen to your 2 tenets. They repeat some of them, what words they recognize, and seem to go along with it and enjoy their time with you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the tenets of your faith. Don't seem to disagree with any of that. Doesn't go against anything that they are believing in right now. So they enjoy spending time and talking with you about your religion. They share some tenets of their faith, protecting the reptiles of the earth.
I can
Always sleep on your belly.
Always sleep on your belly?
Yep.
I like that one.
So everyone's pretty busy while Bikefo rides her dragonfly northish. But I rolled that you were able to reach the coastline safely. But once you pass the coast and pass a small group of snake children, they start shooting arrows at you from little bows.
I tell my dragonfly to back the fuck up.
Alright, roll for initiative before we can back the fuck up. I got a 12.
I got, unless I add anything to it, a 16.
Alright, so you can tell it to go up. It's gonna start flying up. It's gonna fly up away, high enough that their arrows can't reach, but they fire arrows towards it. You don't know this from inside it, but it's in danger, so it like zooms up, out of the way.
Can I sense that it's in danger?
Yeah, you can sense that it's in danger.
I'm like, yo, go to where you feel safe. It's cool.
Yeah, it's up really high, but it can't stay up very high very long. It flies pretty well, but it tends to fly closer to the ground. Not this high up in the heavy winds. So it's getting blown around a lot.
I'm just gonna communicate to it that maybe it's not a good time to go to the island. If all the snake people are gonna attack me. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell my dragonfly to look the most different of them all. On the beach.
Roll me handle animal to make your dragonfly look for the most different one of all.
Circle the beach! Ooh, 9.
It doesn't know what you mean and seems confused. You can tell it's sort of like buzzing around, being blown around, confused about what to do.
Yeah, does it know what a boat... I'm gonna ask if it knows what a fucking boat is. But nicely.
It thinks it knows what a boat is.
I'm gonna tell it to land in the boat.
Land in the boat.
Oh, they have boats.
That's where you guys get the boats from.
Okay, I'm gonna... Never mind. I tell my dragonfly, never mind. And then I ask him if he knows what old people are.
No. There's no concept of old. He gets people, but what is old?
There are people who make baskets. They're weaving things with their hands by the beach. They're no idea.
Yeah. I'm a dragonfly.
Can I land on top of a tree? I'm gonna ask him if he's cool with landing on top of a tree.
You might be cool with it. There are very few trees on this island, though, and the snakes might be still able to spot you. They have very few shade trees here.
I'm gonna go back to Snake Island.
Alright, so you tell it to fly back. Tell it to fly back to Dinosaur Island. Alright, it'll start flying back south, back to where it came from.
I apologize to him. I asked him if he's a man, or if he cares about this thing.
It's not a man.
Oh, I apologize. My beautiful, feminine, gorgeous dragonfly. You know, and I ask her if she's got family.
No.
I tell her
Loner.
But now we have family together.
Alright, you guys fly back across the inlet towards the Dinosaur Island where the wind picks up. And the dragonfly seems afraid as you approach the shore. Seems on high alert again.
I'm like, what's wrong?
It's afraid.
Of what?
Something big. Big predator.
I'm gonna tell my dragonfly to do a daring move and spit me into the big dinosaur's mouth and get out of there.
Alright, roll me a handle animal to tell it to try to do that.
That's probably the best thing that you can do in this situation.
I got a 12 on the handle animal.
It is not that brave to fly close enough to whatever's moving around in the jungle. It's sort of like, yeah, it's sort of hovering over the edge of the shoreline. It'll communicate to you, afraid to go any closer. But it's exhausted because it's been flying for almost 16, 18 hours now. It's been flying back and forth, so it's pretty tired of flying.
Like, chill
still on the edge of that cliff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell it to find some safe ass ground. Like, it needs me
Go to
to
the
tell it
cliff?
where to
Yeah, no,
stay.
it'll go to the cliff if you think that's safe. It'll fly that direction. It'll just be a little more tired. About your 24th hour, so at about the time whenever you can do a will save again, it finds a peak on the mountain it can rest on safely and lands. So Bakefo and her creature have landed on a peak on Dinosaur Island a day later. Meanwhile, you guys back on Snake Island are killing time, rested up, making stuff. Arog wanted to go fishing. You want to sleep while he fishes, you can.
No, I'm good. I want to wake up now.
Alright, you can wake up. Arog's going to be probably heading to the southern shore to fish, and he's going to pass Karam, who's just finished working on a basket, I believe. Do you need to roll a number for that basket, Karam?
I've already got half of it finished.
So you're going to try and finish it?
Yeah, 20.
Another great looking basket.
That's perfect, Bass.
Second time's a charm.
Yeah, the old folks marvel over how well your basket turned out. You're really taking to this basket weaving.
Top 5 professionals.
Yeah.
I thank them for their help. I asked them a favor. Mind doing me a favor? Make
What?
sure my mom doesn't drink too much more of their light.
They will laugh and roll a diplomacy check, and we'll see if they agree to it.
9.
All they do is laugh.
Can I do something because I'm awake?
Yeah, you can wake up. You're nearby, so you wake up, take your hat off your boar's
I
head.
wake up with a fresh 9 HP. Feeling rough, but not bad. So I'm gonna take my kukri, which I think is a big machete type weapon, right?
Pretty much like a big ass machine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna start skinning me a boarhead hat.
What's your profession or craft that allows you to do that?
Pretty awesome.
My craft is painting, but I want to try anyway.
Alright. Well, it's not going to go very well, but you could try anyway. Pieces of board. It's not going to look great, but you can still make it.
And just like carve out the side.
Well, yeah, I want to scalp them. I want to scalp the boar and wear it.
You can probably roll me a survival check to do that if you want. It won't give you any armor bonus or anything, but you can wear it as an article of clothing with a survival check to skin it.
That's what I'm into. I don't care about the armor bonus. I just want.
That's
the
fine.
effect.
It won't be amazing or anything, but you can craft it into at least an item of clothing that's wearable.
I got a 17.
It's above average quality for just something you do with a survival skill. You're able to hollow it out adequately, dry it the way you would a tanning a hide, so it becomes a wearable item now.
It was like got the one tusk and the snoot, and I wear that, and it's like a hat.
Yeah, so you have a
And
nose on your
it's like
forehead.
a little drapey kind of to protect my scalp from the sun.
Definitely, you have like a little neck guard. It's kind of
Okay.
hot though because it's made of thick boar fur. It's coarse, kind of itchy, and it attracts flies.
I like it.
Yeah, so you have flies buzzing around your head and stuff.
Yeah, I got the other tusk. I'm gonna ask Ego to craft me a knife out of it.
Would you like to go find him?
Yeah, I should know where he
He's
ran
walking
off.
this way to come fishing, so he's gonna bump into you on this southern shore where it's easier to fish.
No,
You've got to
wait.
spend the next 6 hours making a hat, but if you want to give him that while he's fishing, maybe we can do it afterwards or something.
I want to
So-
join them.
I'm gonna craft my hat on the beach, I guess, while Ego fishes.
Alright, so you follow to the beach and craft. So
There you go.
Eriku crafts for 8 hours while Arog and Karam fish.
Hey, Ego, look at my hat.
Yeah, I just let my mom sleep
Badass
on
hat.
her.
Yeah. She can't move. She might turn her head and look if she can, but
Oh, I see it now.
I show my 2 basket traps to Arog, and they're like, hey, look what I got. And I got some.
I marvel at your wonderful traps, and I go, this will come in handy. I'm going fishing right now. Come with me.
do you guys want to fish here at the shore? Do you want to get in the boat and fish a little farther out?
I'll fish at the shore.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Like,
I got
do
an 18.
Do I tie it off to something?
Yeah, you tie it off to something. You have to have a rope. You're doing it from the shore.
Figure short.
You got 2 of them?
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, just roll perception.
20.
Well, perception twinsies. Okay.
So you guys spot, as you're heading out to the shore, a group of little snake children chasing a large dragonfly. It's a man-sized dragonfly. Some kids chasing after shooting an arrow, and it kind of flies away. But that's the first animal you've seen on this island, really. The kids seem pretty excited to see it. Their first on-island hunts. They all kind of went crazy. And there's a little commotion.
Thanks.
Little commotion on the island as you guys head over to the shore to fish.
I want to save that creature.
Creature's gone.
It seemed to fly away on its own. It seemed to escape the children, but you just saw it
You hear
happen.
update?
Matter of fact, you guys see it flying back south as you are setting up your fish traps. You guys have some bait and some rope.
Yeah.
Alright, use one use of bait for each trap, and then however many feet of rope. Just tell me how many feet you want to put it out, how far out you'd like to let it drift.
Still got my 50-foot rope. I'm gonna have to let it out 50 and let it out like 10, 15, stake it off.
Bait your nest, and you sit there and wait for stuff to happen. Kind of watch Eriku carve out her boar skull.
Yeah, go ahead and use your bait, your traps. I'm gonna fish with my pole.
Alright, you get your pole out and bait that as well.
Yep. Phew.
No, I'm scalping this boar in the name of my goddess.
Alright, so you're contemplating religiously as you carve. Alright, let's see how your fishing adventure goes. Alright, so one of your traps, over the next 6 hours, you get no tugs. You get nothing, you pull it out, nothing in it. Another one you pull out at the end of this 6 hours or so, and it is full. This was your really nice trap that you just finished.
The bomb-ass one.
25 very small fish.
Hey, it's still pretty good.
Like probably twice, like the size of a silver dollar, probably twice the size of that. About palm-sized fish.
How's my
Arrowhead,
luck
on
with
the other hand, in that same period of time, you got a tug, something much larger. If you want to try and reel it in with a strength check.
I do. That is 20.
Yeah, you yank a 5-pound fish to shore.
Yeah. 5-pound fish. Awesome.
So the old folks nearby cheer you on. They also pulled in baskets of fish and stuff, and
Take it at them.
yeah, they're all excited for tonight's feast. Fish night. They start warming up the fires to cook their fish and get ready for the night's festivities. They start cutting their veins and preparing vats of blood wine.
While all this is going on, I want to take a look at some of the equipment that these snake people have. I know some of them have traps, which I am interested in. I want more traps. Lots more traps. I specifically want to know if any of them have equipped themselves with a shield.
Some of them have wooden shields, but nothing more complex than that.
That's fine. I'm looking for maybe a light wooden shield. I imagine that's probably the best that these guys have.
That is the best they have, yeah.
Okay.
They seem to be pretty small, more akin to bracers than full shields, but they seem to be a little bit larger than their arms. They seem to be
Like a buckler?
strapped on, yeah, like bucklers almost,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Very small bucklers.
I'm gonna give my fish to the whoever's preparing the.
You just add it to the party pile.
Yeah.
I would like to approach one of these snake people that has one of these small shields. Hello there. I would like to propose a trade. I have my eye on that shield that you're using, and my defenses just really aren't what I want them to be. What would you say to this large fish that I have for your shield?
I would say hello to the fish as it flops in your hands. I think a shield is worth much more than a fish. A fish you can only eat once, but a shield eats for a lifetime.
Okay, agreed. Well, then let me see if I can sweeten the deal for you.
I made this with my own hands. This is fine craft work. I had to source the wood from the dinosaur island. Very dangerous to get.
How much paint can I get from a boar's head?
I mean, I think Arrowhead took some of it.
I did take some of it.
That's cool.
I'll let you roll a d10, and whatever number you get is how many uses you get.
I got 3 uses out that head of red paint.
Well, what about the same fish plus a few torches? I don't really see your people having many of these.
It says, well, we can see in the dark, so we don't have much need for them.
But you have mobile fire. You carry fire with you.
This stick is not on... How do you make it fire?
I've got a flint and steel. I can show them how to light one of these torches on fire.
Sure.
So I take out my flint and steel, and I take out one of my torches, and I strike the flint and the steel together at the torch to try to set it ablaze.
It lights, and he's like, oh, very interesting. What is that you started fire with?
This is just a little thing I got from my homeland. Unfortunately, this is not for trade. I need it. It's important. But I will give you some.
Much easier than our method of starting fire. Our method takes much longer. Stick and twine.
The old-fashioned rub 2 sticks together, huh?
Very exhausting. For that, I would trade you a shield.
Well,
Ability to make fire quickly, an asset.
you know what? Just because I really admire the craftsmanship of this shield, I am willing to trade you my flint and steel for your shield.
Trade accepted. Fish also?
You know what? You can have my fish. That was the original plan. You definitely have this fish.
He laughs and he tosses the fish onto the fire for tonight's party. He says, we will all have your fish.
Well, yeah, one way or another, we were all going to eat that fish.
So you guys settle in for the party. You get a +3 wooden buckler. Eriku also wanted to give you a tusk to do something
Yes.
with.
Yeah, I'm like, Edo, can you make this into a knife?
The tusk of the boar? I might be able to do that.
You definitely could with your weapon making skill. It would take another 8 hours, so if you want to skip the party and work on her weapon overnight, you can, or you can enjoy the party with everyone.
No, let's party now. Well, you can do this later. It's cool.
I'll make your dagger. Party takes too much out of me.
Alright. Arog abstains from drinking and he goes probably over to his altar and starts working on a weapon, because that's a good place to work on a weapon, because his god loves weapons. He goes to his temple and starts just whittling that tooth down to make a boar's tooth dagger out of it. And the rest of you guys dance and drink and eat. Karam, you drink some snake's blood and enjoy some food.
I take a few steps and yeah.
Alright, roll a constitution save, both of you.
I got a 19.
Oh wait, that's a 1.
Oh no.
Immediately
Alright,
pass out.
Karam's gonna pass out. She's not gonna be paralyzed, or she's gonna have one sip and get kind of buzzed and this is all out.
Can I passes out?
Yeah, you can catch Karam's pass out.
I lay him down gently.
Alright, you lay
I
him
look
down
into
gently.
his closed eyes.
Bridget wakes up, so Karen passes out, but Bridget's awake but can't move around, sort of yelling for people to bring her food and drink. But the people are really kind and obliged, so the old folks are feeding her more than they're eating themselves, actually, just stuffing her face. And you party and drink and dance around, and you both are going to take 1d2 dex damage, so roll that real quick.
Real sloppy, having fun.
While Arog works the night away, roll me a craft weapon check for Arog to make that tooth into a dagger by morning.
That is a 17.
Alright, not perfect, but above average job. You have made a 17 quality boar's tooth dagger by the morning. It's carved, it's got a nice boar, it's all boar's tooth. It's all like one solid piece. It's pretty much like the tooth, but you've carved a handle onto it, kind of. So you've got like a tooth dagger. Alright, that's going to be a 2d6 gore.
I love it. Once you gave it to me.
So Arog will work through the night crafting that boar's tooth dagger and find you guys passed out in the morning. He hasn't slept yet though, so he's probably pretty tired. It'll probably poke you with it and hand it to you to wake you up.
I think that's enough for me for the evening. I go back to the beach.
I grab at you before you leave, and I look at you with tears in my eyes, but not crying.
Appreciative tears.
I'm holding up the dagger, and
A tear does not run down your face.
no tears running
just
down, just
kinda
like
builds up.
really built up. And I'm like, beautiful.
Alright. You clutch the dagger back to your chest and fall back asleep, and you all kind of sleep in a pile on the south side of the beach near Bridget and Karam. And you'll all wake up in the morning all together, sort of in a pile on the southern part of the beach.
Oh, can I say that I did skull of the boar? Do I have to do anything to get rid of the meat? Like, there's meat in the skull. The
Yeah, I
cheek's
mean-
the best part.
You either eat it within the next 2 days or preserve it or just get rid of it.
Can I just say it
Use
was
it as
part
bait
of the,
also, like temporarily for the next couple days.
Can I just say it was part of the feast last night?
Sure, yeah, you can toss it in the feast, have some pig meat in the feast, yeah. Alright, meanwhile, back on the island, Takefo, your dragonfly's been resting and is now
Yeah,
fully
can I-
rested.
Can I wake us up super early?
Yeah, of course.
And I would like to try to take control of the dragon.
Alright, will contest. I got a 21.
24.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good will. So yeah, you take control of the dragonfly.
I crack my back wings. Flutter stretch.
Yeah, you flutter stretch your wings, they buzz a little bit.
And then I would like to fly back north to the Snake Island, to the beach, and look for Bridget.
Yeah, how that goes. You fly south. Winds are heavy. The dinosaur birds are soaring above. Roll for initiative. I got a 15, so you get to go first.
Fluttering.
Roll a perception check.
15.
You'll spot 2 flying reptiles with huge wings and sort of like distinctive crest-like heads swooping down towards the dragonfly that you're inhabiting right now.
I see if one's got a fucked up neck.
Got it, like, just fucked up.
You can. Neither one of them seems to have a fucked up neck. But it's your turn right now and they're diving for you, so.
I would like to just flutter away.
Alright, so you want to roll to try to escape?
I would like to flutter as fast as I can towards Snake Island.
Alright, your speed is faster than theirs, so you're able to fly away, but they're sort of like, there's 2 of them like coming after you as you're flying towards Snake Island.
You coming in hot?
Bring your
Alright.
dinosaurs with you.
And we don't know you're a dragon. we might just shoot at the dragonfly too.
Alright, so early in the morning, you guys, back on Snake Island, early in the morning, the group's sort of waking up from the nights before's activities. Eric, who wakes up with a new boar dagger in hand, excited. As you wake up, the old folks are sort of crying out. They've woken up, you hear them making calls, and they see a dragonfly, a giant dragonfly headed this way, being followed by 2 large pterodons. They're coming straight for you guys, and they're calling out. You can tell they're getting the weapons ready, and they're just getting ready to fire at this dragonfly coming in.
I'm just zigzagging. I'm zigzagging real hard.
Okay, yeah, I draw my axe and run out into the battle.
I grab my shit and I'm heading towards
Alright, you guys run out.
where the fucking things are.
I'm gonna grab my crossbow.
I go,
And I want to say to everybody that we probably get the things chasing the dragonfly first. Seems like the dragonfly is just trying to get away at the moment.
Yeah, Paladin, I'm just zipping.
The old folks turn to you and say, "Blasphemer!"
Yeah, they don't attack the dinosaurs.
oh shit.
Oh, and the no!
They're giving you dirty looks and tisking you and shaking their heads no. They look very perturbed at you now, Karam.
Great.
Right, the first
Yeah,
time it
like
I'm
I.
just trying to defend the
Yeah,
I mean, I just ran out in battle.
I'm ready to
I
join
feel
these
like I'm
snake
gonna
people in
end
a
up
fight.
attacking.
Just gonna join in.
Alright, so the dragonfly is about 50 feet away from the beach, but coming towards you guys. The flying dinosaurs are about 100 feet away.
Alright, I'm gonna cast my Aura of Good now. And I want to tell those people that are shaming me that I'm friend to all living creatures. I just want to save that dragonfly.
Alright, diplomacy.
I start zipping in even more erratic.
22.
They sympathize more with the pterodon, but understand the value of life. The dragonflies are more of a fun kill for them, more of a children's hunt. They're not too concerned about it, but they say if you can deter the pterodons without hurting them, they wouldn't be mad at you, begrudge you for saving a dragonfly as long as it isn't at the detriment to the other animals.
And I I roll perception to see if I can notice anything weird about the dragonfly?
I also have a question.
Sure.
Can I speak common as a dragonfly?
You are controlling the creature right now, so sort of, yes. You have no larynx, but you still have the ability to speak common, so yeah, it'll sound funny, but yes.
I'm just gonna be like.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Alright, roll perception.
Oh, girl.
I'm gonna do that too.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5 as well.
Like that thing, you just hear like a weird buzzing noise.
I got a 6.
I am just gonna beeline straight
I wanna-
to Bridget.
I have bait. Can I try to toss the bait, like good handfuls, towards those 2 dinosaur creatures?
I doubt you'd be able to throw food more than like 10 feet up in the air, and they're about 100 feet away.
Or 100. Alright, I wanna attach the bait to my crossbow then.
Attach some bait to your crossbow and just fire it their direction, but we'll try not to hit
Yeah,
them.
yeah, their direction.
And try to like lure them away with it.
Yeah.
Alright, Karen fires a crossbow with some bait on it, hoping it's enough.
Pterodactyl.
I assume it's a pretty large amount of bait, because these things are way bigger than fish, so it's like a
Yeah.
big ball of meat, I assume.
Yeah.
So Karen shoots a meatball up into the sky.
I feel hungry.
I miss the meatballs.
I
that my mom
also
used to
feel
make.
hungry.
I think of home.
Well, can I try and figure out, like, can I roll perception on the dragonfly one more time?
I too would like to roll perception. See what's happening up there.
17.
I want to do a prayer to my goddess
9.
to protect this creature.
I want to be distracted by the meat and try to bite it.
The dragonfly turns towards the arrow as it whizzes past, flying back towards the dangerous reptiles.
What did my
Wait, what
17 see?
You did hear something strange about the sounds coming from the dragonfly. It sounded like it was talking, even though it was a dragonfly, and that's preposterous.
Okay, I needed a reason not to kill you. I'm sorry. I throw my. Am I within throwing distance? Can I get into throwing distance of this dragonfly?
I mean, it's about 50 feet away, so if you can throw 50 feet,
Can I get closer? I'm gonna get closer.
you have to go out in the water.
I'm gonna wait at the edge for the dragonfly to get close to me.
It was coming towards you guys, but now it's turned away.
Follow it, like up and down the shore, like I'm ready for it.
Can I ask my goddess for? She's also the goddess of sun, of light, and so flying these dinosaurs. Her glorious light.
So you want to pray that your enemies be blinded?
Yeah,
That's
on the,
kind of what you said.
on the DL.
Alright, get down on your knees and pray this turn. Roll me diplomacy to pray to your god to blind the enemies.
My Lady of Light, Amade, please save this dragonfly by it temporarily casting.
I'm gonna get right
light
behind
in
the
their
arrow.
eyes. 12.
So, I mean, luckily, they are flying into the sun, so you already kind of have the advantage, I guess, but no extra advantage. So naturally, you're just lucky they're flying into the light. But careful, you're chasing after a ball of meat. Do you want to roll a reflex save to try to catch the ball of meat before it flies past
No,
these
I
pterodons?
don't want it. But when I turned around and realized I was flying back towards the dinosaurs and realizing that I'm surrounded by reptilians, I just am flying by the seat of my little dragonfly pants. I would like to take my stone and put it on the tip of my mouth. I just want to like hold it right on the tip.
Can I do a perception?
Sure.
My elf eyes.
Can I do a perception with my human eyes? One slightly damaged by a bullet.
Yes.
Why I roll low perception?
Damn it! I'm blind.
Doesn't help that it's like 50 feet away and facing the other direction, so...
10.
Yeah, you guys don't spot anything. It's still the same stuff going on. Meanwhile, my thing's gonna try to attack your dragonfly. I'll have one go for the meat and one go for the dragonfly. So one's gonna go for the meat. Natural 20 on the meat, so you're lucky that was on the meat.
I spit my rock into the meat!
Too late. It already ate the meat. So if you spit out your rock, you're just gonna drop your rock in the ocean.
I won't do that.
Alright. The second one, though, comes for you. That's only going to be a 15 versus your dragonfly, which is a miss. So it nips at your dragonfly and misses.
How close am I to this dragon? How close was that dinosaur bite to my mouth?
I mean, it's biting at you, so it could...
I would like to spit myself into the dinosaur.
Alright, roll a BAB plus dex to try and spit yourself into the dinosaur's mouth.
Shadow shark. I got 17.
17 is gonna work. So you spit your stone out, returning control of the dragonfly to itself. It's gonna freak out. Your stone's gonna sail into a pterodon's mouth, though. So I get to roll a will contest.
20.
You got it. You take over one of these flying reptiles.
Just watching the situation unfold.
I'm still running back and forth. I'm not getting in the water. I want her fuck up.
How
It's
far
true.
away are they now? Are they still
Still
like,
50
100?
feet.
What are the snake people doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheer with them. Yeah!
They like watching these flying dinosaurs hunt. They're hoping it catches that dragonfly.
I'm gonna perception again. If anything catches my eye. Roll the 3!
Can I perception to see,
What's
like...
stuff flying around in the sky?
Face value.
Yep.
I got a 17 perception.
You see better than Arog, but you don't see anything to tip you off at anything. There's nothing to see now.
I'm just chilling. I'm also cheering because this shit's cool.
Dragonfly, gonna confusingly try to
Dragonfly
flee. I'm gonna get attack of opportunity, which is a miss. Attack, which is a miss. So it's your turn.
I'm just gonna be like, Dragonfly, do not fear. I am your friend, be careful. Like in our secret head telepathy for a minute, and then in Sylvan Dinosaur, I'm gonna mid-wing like, yeah, turn towards the other dinosaur and like be like, yeah. I'm gonna be like, yo, leave this place now, or I'll fuck you up.
Alright, intimidation check.
It's 11.
Alright, it's not intimidated enough to leave.
I'm gonna tell my Dragonfly to sit on my shoulder.
Your dragonfly will fly and like ride on the back of the dinosaur.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so cute. I'm like, I got it, baby. I won't let them get you.
Amazed by what's going on.
I'm gonna casually fly towards the beach, but like keep looking back at that other dinosaur. Can I perception?
It gets an
what
attack
that
of opportunity when you fly away after intimidating it. It's gonna be a 23 versus your dinosaur AC, which is gonna be a hit. 13 damage. So it's
is? True, I did yell at it. I did
so
yell
it bit at you in retribution.
Yeah, can I perception check on how this other dino's feeling?
It looks like it's feeling fine. It just bit you.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep casually flying towards the beach.
It does not. It veers back away and flies back towards Dinosaur Island, sensing its food got away and it escapes. Meanwhile, all the snake folks are cheering as it seems like a flying reptile has come about to land on their own beach. They're all making way for it.
Yeah,
They're excited.
I look at Kiram, and in my dinosaur-y face, I try to do like a real sly, crooked smile at him. Just to say, who's the god now?
Can I roll perception to see if I can tell it's the Kefo?
Maybe more sense motive.
At this point, I'm just glad that the dinosaur saved the dragonfly. For some reason, it changed its mind on eating it.
I got a 13 and I'm confused why no one died.
So you can't tell us about Kefo, but you can tell us definitely something weird about this dinosaur that just landed here. There's something weird about the fact that the dragonflies is sitting on it when they was about to eat it a minute ago. You don't know what it means, but it's definitely something.
I wonder if I should kill him.
Everyone in the village definitely seems to think it's rare.
Can I just check the neck?
You can check the neck, but you don't see any markings on it like it's been in a fight before. At least not
Okay,
with
wait.
you.
I just want to make sure because I need to kill it if it's the one
I
didn't
see
kill
Eriku checking my neck, and I kind of like put the Kefo like in my tongue, like this.
Oh.
And do like a. Do I see the
You were unable to stick your tongue out with the rock in it because you swallowed it.
Oh, I swallowed it?
And it's in your gullet.
Can I vomit up in my mouth? Because I really don't want to poop myself out.
Well, it's gonna take 2 days for you to poop yourself out. You can try to vomit yourself. You have to. How do you do that? You need someone to like gag. You need someone else to put their fist in your throat and gag you to do that. I think.
Okay, no, it's cool. I open my mouth and tell my dragonfly to get it.
So your dragonfly to get inside of your mouth. Your dragonfly A can't fit all inside of your mouth, and B, although it's your animal companion, it's probably not gonna stick its head inside of another animal's mouth. Right? You've only been its friend for like a couple days, so
Okay.
it seems very unsure without a very good handle animal about sticking its head inside of another animal's mouth.
I tell my dragonfly it's totally cool. I respect our boundaries. The longer I stay inside this dinosaur, the tougher it's gonna be. Yeah. Just tell that to the dragonfly.
Dragonfly doesn't seem to think it's its problem.
Okay. Damn, I do not want to come out and poop.
When you come out, you're just going to turn it back into like a horrible dinosaur in the middle of the snake village.
So since I have
Snake people will probably see diarrhea.
since I have
Poop out.
Drink their blood.
fingers now, you're AKA the tip of my wing.
You gonna try and draw in the sand with your wing?
Yeah, I'm gonna write, hey guys, facing towards my friend.
Saw the snake people gasp, dumbfounded by this dinosaur that can write in the common language, in the common tongue.
I think it's evil immediately, and I need to.
Damn it.
So you better write your name and let me know who you are.
I don't pick up on that right away. I am more marveled that the snake people are amazed by me. So I write towards the snake people,
They do. They start bringing you food and offerings.
and then I slide some of that food to Eriku.
She's pretty full from the night before, but
I take the food anyway, but I'm still like suspicious and like
I
I don't like this.
I see her suspicion, and I
I'm not smart.
dino sigh and write the Kefo dead. in the sand, like real penman, like.
Do
sign
I
it.
notice this? Do I notice this?
Yeah, you guys can know it's Bakefo if you like.
Okay,
And
I'm
Bakefo, you
yeah,
can
I'm
speak
like,
you can also speak Bakefo in common. You can say things out loud if you like.
I want to try to feed that dragonfly some little morsel of bait.
Oh,
Can I walk up to the dinosaur and say something to him? Were you sent here by my goddess for me to kill you for revenge? Because I didn't kill the other one. I say that under my breath so the snake people don't hear.
Whispering.
I'm gonna be like, no. And as I say that, I realize that I can speak common to them. And I'm like, oh. Also out loud. And then I look down at Eriku and I'm like, dude, it's me, Baguette.
I'm like, why didn't you say so?
All the snake people are
And I'm
freaking
like,
out at a talking
It's my
dinosaur.
forehead.
Karam's mom, Bridget, is freaking out because everyone seems to be really excited about something. She can't see what it is because she can't get up. She's like, what is it? What's going on? What's everyone excited about? Someone tell me what's going on.
I see Bridget thrashing and I look at Arog and I'm like, what did you do to Bridget?
Fine.
Had a lot of the blood.
Our plan went way better than I expected. I really thought things would go terribly with it.
I'm gonna give her some water.
She has a son right
You give
now.
mom some water to help sober her up.
I'm
It's like
gonna
a goddamn resort to her.
look at the snake people and I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm to bless your island. But I kind of like roll my eyes, but not like hardcore. But I like kind of like look up and I'm like, I'm here to bless your island with good favor as long as you don't kill this dragonfly.
Just the
Diplomacy.
dragonfly.
Just the dragonfly.
That's
For
all
me.
this goes for.
Hot towels.
No!
Alright, one of the old snake folk speaks up and says, wait, the legend, the reptile that speaks, the dragonfly. Remember the stories from our childhood?
I look around her.
Ah, yes, the cursed one, the Bakefo. We've heard legend that this day would come. We must kill the Bakefo. And they all redraw their weapons.
I'm like,
Roll
oh,
for
no.
initiative.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in this fight with all of Snake Island. Sorry.
Can I just tell my friends to grab Bridget and get on my back?
They
Oh, yeah,
probably.
we can just fly away now.
Yeah, we're out.
When you're large, you can probably fit 4 people on your back.
Oh, there's only 4 of us.
There's
Let's-
only 4.
Yeah,
But
okay.
Ego doesn't want to go. So
Nope, I'm not getting on that pterodactyl.
I always look at him. I'm like, are you serious, bro?
Yeah, if I get on your back, I am now an enemy.
We can just fly home to the docks.
Where is that?
Well, we've
Where
already
is that?
established that.
Did we?
Yes!
Did we?
With the
No,
dragonfly.
I'm not getting on that dinosaur.
I'm like,
Okay, I leave.
Alright, anyone that wants to mount this dinosaur and try to ride away before you guys get attacked. I got a 16 for my initiative, so if you are riding a dinosaur, escaping, or any way involved in battle, roll initiative and beat a 16 if you want to be able to do that before
What are
I
you
can
doing,
attack.
Kiara?
I was back by my mom's water. You can always go back to the island.
I mean, we could just
And-
kill all these things.
I don't think that's a
A lot of them.
Like,
You want to try to kill them all,
I
go
feel like
right ahead. I'm not
perhaps
joining
you
you.
I'm
can
just
like
trying to
go
fly
back
back
to
to
the
the
island and like
Because of
They know the
lots
story of the
I've
probably been there before.
Okay,
Does anybody have a hero point? We could always just
I'm
like
gonna kill your dinosaur.
What?
To win over the snake people.
But they know I'm
And I'm
Bakefo.
gonna take your rock out of it.
Definitely,
that's a better plan. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill your. Let me kill your dinosaur. I will not mess with the dragonfly. I'm gonna just chop your dinosaur's head off. I think I'm just gonna gut it, and your
I fly
rock's
away.
your rock's gonna fall out, and then we can start over again as like the snake people's saviors.
We can be champions or straight up enemies.
Another one, yeah.
Since no one wants to fly back to the docks with me, I'm just gonna gut.
I don't know where the donks are. No, you
We
don't.
have a pretty good
No,
chance of
I'm
just
not saying
surviving.
No, you don't.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I want to
It's a
fly.
giant pterodon. We're good out in the wild now, but I will become champion.
Diplomacy with these snake people real quick, I guess. That
Yeah,
are about to attack
If you
me.
rolled an initiative that beats 16, you can.
It was 19.
Then
but
yes, you
I
may.
was gonna
So
flee
we
with
can
that.
easily travel on this
I mean, you can
floor.
flee, you can say something, if it doesn't work, then you can flee. All you can do that all in one turn. You can speak first. And if it doesn't seem to go well, you can flee.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that I'm not their enemy, and I really want to help them, not hurt them. And I am Bridget.
Alright, diplomacy.
It's a 1.
Bridget cries out, I'm Bridget! And the snake people says, yeah, that's Bridget. This dinosaur is trying to deceive us. It must be a witch or some creature disguising itself as a dinosaur. I think you're some sort of false god sent to deceive them.
I'm going to become the true god now and just slay you, but I will save your rock from your corpse. I will give you back to your dragonfly, and then you can find another dinosaur.
I'm gonna start moving away from Eric.
So you're not flying away, you're just like walking backwards a couple steps?
Okay, well, I've been at the edge of the beach this whole time, so I'm pretty
I'm
much
in the water.
behind you.
You were like almost in the water. So.
I'm trying to say something
Yes,
maybe like
please.
distort them.
You've already...
Oh, I didn't roll initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative.
I got a 3 just so I have a turn in there somewhere.
I got 19.
Oh, I rolled a 1, so you guys get to decide what happens. You guys...
Alright, so Karen, it's up to you, and then the townsfolk gets to do things, so.
Now,
Could be flying back to the docks, though.
now I'm gonna cast my aura of
Somewhere way
good.
better
We
than
don't
Snake
know this
fucking Island.
dinosaur's flying ranges. We have no idea where we are.
Cast
Send your
an aura
dragonfly to
of
look.
Oh yeah, I still have +1 influence on the older people. Beautiful, good aura going on around my manly male body.
Yeah.
My feminine manly body. And I want to stand in front of the dinosaur and say, this is our friend, not evil. Maybe a little cuckoo sometimes.
Can't you cast something to show something is good?
That's my aura of good.
Okay, cool.
So that's like,
Each helps improve their attitude, yeah. So you
Yeah,
can
I
roll
like that.
diplomacy, and you get to add a d6 if you're using your influence point.
21. I will have faith in the inheritor. I will channel her strength through my body. I will shine in her legion, and I will not tarnish her glory through base actions.
I look real submissive on the beach.
Alright, so you're standing in front of it as like you're going to defend it if they try to attack it. The old folks seem to be relinquishing the weapons some, but the younger folks still have their bows and arrows and things drawn. But the older folks seem to have calmed down quite a bit, and are like there's some grumblings among them, like maybe Karam is right. You can see that kind of happening right now. I rolled low enough that the younger generations are sort of watching the old folks for approval, for sign of what to do, because usually they don't attack dinosaurs, they don't attack reptiles, so they're waiting on kind of the approval. And now that that approval seems to have dwindled a little bit, they're not sure what to do.
I'm gonna take, like, just the general tone of what's happening here and not just try to murder a dinosaur that's also our friend.
That dinosaur rolled a 1 twice and is like an evil war criminal also to these snake people.
That's me, though.
Yeah, they said Bakefo, the evil witch.
They didn't know your name.
They
They
did.
knew your
There's
name.
no getting around it. I have to. I don't have a choice, and this is how I'm going to bang the snake queen.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try my orcish diplomacy.
Is that a thing? Or is-
It sounded like a skeleton.
No, it's not. I'm just an orc, and I can try to talk people into maybe doing something. I'm gonna side with Karam on this, again, trying to just protect the Kepo. And go, hey, this is one of your gods. You hold these in high regard. I don't know about you, but I know at least a couple of prophecies that aren't true. Maybe we shouldn't kill this dinosaur.
Alright, roll diplomacy.
Aha, natural 20.
So you can tell the townsfolk now are really unsure what to do. And the whole group now is grumbling among all of them of whether or not they should attack it. That maybe those old people are crazy. Maybe they're remembering the legend wrong. That's an old story. Most of the young kids don't remember it. Then it's on to Eriku.
I draw my great axe and go into a barbarian rage. And I say, hey, snake people! So this is the evil being that was prophesied?
I'm like, wait.
That wrote its name in the cursed sand?
We think so. Maybe.
It sounds like you were pretty sure before.
We thought we were, but maybe.
I need somebody to dust my name out.
In the name of my wasp goddess of revenge, Calistria, and in the name of your snake goddess, I'm here to defend you.
Shit, says the dinosaur.
Was that foretold?
We don't know. What's your name?
You guys seem to not know nothing. How does that make you feel about yourself?
Not great, I guess. Our legends are sort of passed down, verbally, so we kind of forget a lot of stuff, I guess.
So I guess you guys need to take responsibility for your actions and decide whether or not I'm going to murder this in the name of your tribe.
I mean, I guess it's kind of your call as an individual. It's not really up to us to make decisions for you. You gotta live your own truth, be yourself.
Side note, y'all, this has been prophesied that this is an evil thing. So y'all can't get mad at me for killing a freaking dinosaur, right?
I mean, people are complicated.
I roll intimidation to make them just agree with me. Oh, I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, no promises. You're still an outsider here, and that's still a dinosaur.
I'm like, okay, cool, get eaten by the dinosaur. I pretend to walk away.
Alright, you pretend walk.
I get
my barbarian +4 strength rage help with this dinosaur that's going to like an evil thing. Okay, guys. Okay. I make him feel a type of way, hopefully.
Alright, and then it's back to Bekefo. Bekephosaurus.
You got some time.
We all kind of, I don't know. We made these snake people more confused.
Pterodon Det is looking kind of back and forth.
Buy you some time, I
Is
guess.
now confused and terrified that Erica's about to kill her. Natural fear attack. And
Maybe you need to act scary to like really win them over. Maybe you need to like play along with this, unless you really.
I eat 5 of them.
That's not how that works. You can roll an attack on one at a time if you want. That's how D&D works.
Goal is to
Yeah.
Obviously, they're unsure. You need to. I really act terrifying, so I can actually
one way
save
or
them.
the other, yeah.
I can actually save them, and they're like, "Oh no, Eric, come back!"
Either you prove you're an enemy so Erica can slay you, or you prove you're a friend so she doesn't have to.
Wait, they won't turn on us.
So now it's not up to me anymore.
I
The
mean,
one with no
it's self-defense. If Kefo were to attack them and we were to join in, I don't think there would be any hard feelings toward us. She would have to attack basically to give us all permission to kill her.
And Kieran
Yeah.
made them confused.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion going on, so I think
There
we're...
is a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
Pterodon Det also feels
I just
confused.
want to make my friends happy.
And through
You know what
all
it'll
the
be.
Karen threw a wrench in there.
people and her friends, she kind of like thumps on the beach, causing a giant loud thump. I like with my little wing elbow hand, like hold it up, and I'm like, I look at the snake people, and I got more about this prophecy.
Alright,
Because
diplomacy.
I don't know who I used to, so I'm just more confused about that Bokefo that has big one.
Like
Whatever.
Diplomacy.
Yeah, so I'm like,
You're a war criminal.
I would like them.
evil criminal.
I would like them to
Very
tell
well
me
be
what they know, but I do it in a very like therapist way.
You get a third one.
I have another one.
The lizard continues to speak. The stories must be true. We apologize, Karam, but we cannot allow this thing to live.
Oh yeah.
Something has possessed this creature and given it the power of speech.
So I pretended to
I'm
walk
a-
away, right?
God,
Yeah, you're still pretending to walk away currently.
I know. I'm aware of this
Let me
outcome.
rule the snake people. Or not. This might go bad.
Yeah, I don't really... I mean,
we
definitely in
both-
high
we both
regard,
got a
sure.
one.
Either really good or really bad. We have, and I'm gonna try and make it go good. I mean, Karen can probably ask them more about.
Me out of game
Ask
doesn't.
the old people to tell you more about the thing.
Me out of game does not care if you kill me or not. Me in game is terrified because I don't know if you actually know who I am, and I'm having tree stump cut up flashbacks right now.
I wink at the pterodon in hopes that they'll.
I want to ask
Chills run up my
I
spine.
want
to
to
manipulate
more about
people,
this
come on.
prophecy. If they'll tell me more details of this
Trying to
prophecy.
become a god killer.
Alright, diplomacy.
Yeah, how did they know?
Ask the old
scenario
people.
is that I'm
They
a
know.
god.
You got a +1.
Yeah, I want to ask the old people particularly.
20.
The old folks, since you've been so close with them, will tell you what they know, what they can remember, but they're old folks and their memories aren't great. It's been a long time since the story was told. The days of the giants and the one-eyed monsters. Bekefo lived underground in the hidden cities with the rest of mankind and joined a group that went above ground searching for new homes, but betrayed that group and was cursed. And the legend said Bekefo would one day return, inhabiting the souls of other beasts, tricking the inhabitants of the land and wreaking havoc once again.
Even though I know it's really my friend, I know there's no convincing these people because my other friend's gonna kill her anyway. I shrug, and then I just walk back to my mom, walk down next to her.
Bridget's like, Karen, what happened? Tell me everything.
Shut up, Mom.
With the nod from the elders, who are now re-raising their spears, and say, we must defeat the creature and burn it. And now they attack. Natural 20 on you, and then a 20 not natural is still a hit, then an 11, which is a miss, and a 19, which is a hit, another 19, which is a hit, another 19, which is a hit,
Well,
10, which is a
can't
miss,
do anything.
9, which is a miss,
Giant dinosaur, though.
natural 20, that's a hit,
I don't know what that one was.
a 9, that's a miss.
Before.
So your dinosaur body goes unconscious, falls to the ground, thud.
You get a chance to eat one of them.
The snake folk all cheer, and they start performing sacred rites on this dinosaur, scarifying its body, doing snake prayers. The old folks are cursing it, spitting on it, cursing the name Bekefo Det, and pledging to set it on fire in one of their boats and send it out to sea. They've paralyzed this pterodon body and are now trying to shove it into one of their rafts.
Can I do something? Because I really don't have any respect for the snake people at this point. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna plunge it into the pterodactyl's abdomen in search of the rock.
Okay, so while they're trying to put on a boat, you're trying to stab it and cut it open more?
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
I guess I know which name not to mention.
I don't even care anymore. I say that. I got a 2.
I got a 16, as one of the warrior Vishkanya shoves you and says, "This is a sacred ritual. You're not part of this, and it won't let you near the raft."
I shove them back, but that's all I do.
And they push the raft. It's now catching on fire out to the water with the pterodon body inside, 50 to 100 feet out.
I summon a dolphin.
I was about to say, someone summon a dolphin to
All
get
right,
down.
you rub your necklace. The dolphin comes as close to the shore as it can.
I'm unconscious. A rock inside a dead dinosaur.
I mean, I can't talk to the dolphin. You're the only one that can talk to the dolphins.
So the dolphin arrives and is like there and doesn't know what to do. It's sort of like swimming around in the shallows. All right, you guys watch this boat catch on fire and sink, and the pterodon body sink partially burned with it into the water about 100 feet out.
We can go.
Yeah. I'm gonna dolphin.
Dragonfly still hovers nearby, I believe, but otherwise you're just watching that boat sink.
Down I go.
You're on the beach with a large cadre of the snake people, some of who begin to murmur that they've upset the gods. They must make tribute to be forgiven. Starting to talk of like how they can appease the gods.
My perception to see what they're like most leaning toward. This appeasement.
Of course, it'd be like a knowledge local, maybe.
I rolled a 5. I don't hear nothing.
Isn't there like sense motive?
Swear to
I can't. I'm an ocean.
15.
You can definitely sense they're up to something. They're talking about making some sort of sacrifice to these gods. So in a lot of cultures, sacrifices are made in blood. So
I'm gonna use sense motive. I got a 1.
you don't know or care. Meanwhile, Baketho's at the bottom of the ocean. Some of the children are still firing at the dragonfly, but it's hovering just high enough that its arrows are unable to reach. But you definitely don't want your dragonfly coming any closer. The kids seem to want to hunt it.
As I'm sinking, can I communicate to my dragonfly just a generic feeling of keep yourself safe? I would like to do
Whatever
that.
you gotta do.
All right, it'll try to do that, which means if you communicate that, it'll probably fly back to the other island where it's safe. Dragonfly flees back to the dinosaur island. Eriku, Karam, and Erog, meanwhile, stand on the beach, watching all this happen.
So I can't really say anything this thing because I don't really see them doing any of this.
They're talking about
Like
making
murmuring.
a sacrifice.
I rolled a 1 though, so I don't know.
yeah,
I can't.
I think you still hear the rumors. You don't care. You don't think they mean anything bad by it. You just didn't read anything into it. It seems like snake people talking about snake people stuff.
Got
I
their own
can't
business going
disagree with
on.
them. Even though I want to tell them to sacrifice their own damn self to their fault.
I mean, let's be real. Yes.
Karen was the only one trying to not kill the dinosaur. I decided not to kill the dinosaur.
We all defended that dinosaur
Yeah.
because they've been wrong.
When you guys want to roll a knowledge religion, maybe you can pick up what their religion calls for.
6.
I got a natural 20.
Boom.
Oh, me too.
Boom.
Alright, so between Eriku and Karam, you guys pick up that their religion does require a blood sacrifice, and that their tradition is to take the most useless among them, the most invalid, those that can no longer provide for the rest of this group.
Cool.
The least useful person on the island usually is taken to be sacrificed to the great lizard.
Oh,
About 30 feet behind you, motionless in the sand, doing nothing more but yelling at you guys every now and then to ask what's going on. What's happening now?
so I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna just pick up Karen's mom and hold her like a baby, cradle her. Because
Yeah.
I'm the biggest, scariest person on this island, and I don't think they wanna.
Alright, you hold her in your one arm. She's totally limp.
True.
I just like.
One arm cradle.
Yep. And I'm just gonna rock her back and forth on like the edge of the ocean because, and like look out.
The
And
crashing waves, very soothing.
they look really intimidating.
Alright, you sit there and look intimidating, holding this limp body.
I'm praying to my goddess for direction as well.
Diplomacy for that, or religion for direction?
I got a 1. I'm gonna stop rolling that dice.
Your god communicates nothing to you.
I silently curse.
Can I find among the snake people, the Vishkanyan, that I traded my flint and steel to? I feel like we've got a warrior's
That should be
now.
no problem.
Awesome. I'm gonna go do that, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, how's that flint and steel working out for you? Just to like break the ice real quick.
Loving it and showing off to his friends. They're all perplexed by how fast he can make fire.
I'm so glad you're enjoying that. What seems to be going on here? There's like a lot of commotion and murmurs among your people. What are you discussing?
It is tradition. Anytime the great lizards come to our island in search for food, we determine they must be lacking. And so we provide for them, so they leave us alone.
And what do you mean by that? Provide for them.
We leave them a gift, an offering.
And what sort of offering is this?
A small meal.
How small?
Depends on who we take.
Who we take? Who seems to be the?
There ain't no animals on that island.
Well, I mean, we catch fish and stuff. You know what I mean? I didn't pick up on any of that religious stuff, and nobody told me, so I had to go figure out my own way.
I
Who seems to be the choice this time?
That is up for debate. In our evening celebrations, it will be chosen.
But I assume it's seen as an honor to be sacrificed.
Oh, of course. Be devoured by a
Okay,
great
well,
beast. They're always given a fair chance to flee. Now they have to make recompense for the animal they killed, so...
Thank you for the information. You've given me a lot of insight into your people's ways. Give him a little nod, and I walk back to the beach.
Lucky hunting to you.
They're going to choose you to sacrifice at tonight's party.
I'm on the
I'm on the beach for a while. I'm really fucked up right now.
What do you guys think we should do?
Fucked up in an emotional way.
What time of day is it right now? Is it the middle of the day right now?
It's pretty late in the day now.
So the party will be starting to stick around, or do we bail?
I don't want to stick around for that. I mean, sacrifice stuff, so.
Go out on the boat, I guess, and then we won't be at the party. I'm not going to the party.
I don't really want to be there in case things turn sour.
Okay.
So you guys want to get in the boat and row away from the island before the party starts?
Maybe. That is on the table.
I'm fine with, trying to get the cup of drool out of the bottom of the...
It is about to be dark soon, though,
Yeah,
guys.
we gotta go in the water, right? I'm afraid of that. I'm terrified of that. I'm not.
It's about to be dark soon. It's pretty late. I'm gonna also throw it out that I do not have night vision. I'm a human being.
Very, very, okay.
I am the only one of us that can't see in the dark.
Alright, let's get information.
So bring a
out.
torch if you're going to take Eriku out.
What do we do? We just go out on the boat and just chill off of the island?
Go fishing.
I'm on the beach at least.
Beach evening. We stick together, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, just in case they come for one of us.
In the boat. Let's just get in the boat.
We're gonna hang out by the boat.
Got one foot in the boat, one foot on the beach.
Yeah. I'm just sitting in the boat now.
But not out at sea, it's like in the boat on land.
Oh yeah.
You guys are sitting in the boat. Is one of you ready to push out if someone approaches, or...
I'm gonna stay on the beach just lounging.
Arrow's right by the boat, ready to push it if anything happens. Everyone else is sitting in the boat, including Bridget. We got Bridget's body hidden in the boat with Eriku and Karam. You guys hear sounds of the party beginning. People start drinking and having fun and cooking their meats. You smell the meat smells wafting in from the party.
Oh, so they got plenty of food. I've lost my appetite for now. I'm only hungry for revenge, and I don't think it's the Snake People's right to kill Bridget if that's really on the table.
I don't think so either.
It's not
That's
yet.
why we're at the boat.
So you guys hear the sounds of the party happening. Roll a perception check.
Oh, I'm not gonna roll with that dice.
I got 13.
I got a 19.
12.
Four Vishkanyas approach with their large jug and some chalices to drink from, some cups made of wood, offering you guys drinks.
I'm like, fuck yeah, give me some of that poison.
Roll your fortitude save.
I totally succumbed to that bit of poison.
Alright, roll a 1d2.
I rolled a 2.
Anybody else accept a cup of poison?
I say, no thanks. I'm good. I'm not feeling very well. Wait, no. I'm just, no thanks.
Oh, close bluff there, but back to a no thanks.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Oh, I'm just silent.
Alright, you don't reply. Bridget's gonna speak up about me from in the boat. And they perk up where'd that noise come from? I'll roll a perception check for this. Natural 20, so they spot Bridget. So they'll pour one for Bridget.
Had enough.
No, I turn around and I'm like, give me the chalice and I pour it into Bridget's mouth.
So is that a diplomacy to ask for the chalice?
Alright, well, I'll just intimidate them just because that's all I know. That's 13. I mean, Bridget can't move. I have to feed it to her.
Yeah. Well, they were gonna feed it to her, but I guess they don't seem to mind you doing it, so they hand you a cup and fill it.
I pour it a bit into Bridget's mouth, and I keep the cup. I'll hold on to this, guys.
Alright, you hold on to the wooden cup.
I'm just gonna nurse this for a while.
Alright, they offer to refill it for you.
I'm like, yeah, give me some more.
Alright, they fill it back up.
I got a full cup, and I'm like, thank you so much. I'm just gonna relax out here for now.
Alright, you guys sit around and drink together. I'll accept Karam, or at least pretend to drink together. Sleight of handing to pretend to drink, or are you just holding your cup and not ever pretending to drink, just holding the cup?
I dismissed them already. I was very polite.
So they're gonna drink another cup and pass it around again and ask if you need a refill.
I'm like, I'm good.
They ask if Bridget needs another one. She's like, hell yeah, hook me up.
Sorry, I'm plenty.
Roll me a diplomacy or intimidate Karam to tell him that she's had enough.
I'm plenty. She's already paralyzed.
I mean, yeah.
Her brain's gonna be dead.
I'm also gonna say,
I got 6.
Alright, they don't seem to care what you say, but Eriku, you said what?
I'm like, I'll feed it to her.
Alright, is that diplomacy?
Intimidate.
Yeah, I'll allow intimidate. You'll menacingly stare at them and say that.
I got a 21.
Alright, they back off. Sure thing. You got a full cup. I guess she keeps asking for it. Just give it to her, I guess.
Gosh.
I just stare out back at the ocean.
Bridget keeps going, more.
I roughly hold her closer to me in a gentle, but enough to make her shut up.
Alright, roll me maybe like a C&B to make her shut up.
I think I got a 10.
Alright, she bites your finger and you have a hard time covering her mouth. She's feisty.
I look at her and I'm like, whoa.
They offer you another one, Arog.
I say I'm good for the evening. I'm getting ready for our big hunt tomorrow. I'm gonna get an early night.
They ask if you heard about the sacrifice.
I did hear about the sacrifice. When is that happening?
So they're still looking for a candidate. You guys have any thoughts on that?
I speak out and I'm like, maybe one of those old ass people that don't do shit except weave baskets.
Diplomacy?
With her bloody finger.
I got a 16.
Says, yes, it is often one of the elderly that is sacrificed. Sometimes someone very brave steps up and offers to be the one. Says, it's really a test of skill of survival. Very few survive alone on that island. Well, if you guys don't have any input, though, I guess it's back to our party. You guys have fun over here. They go back to the party, hang out with their own kind. You guys sit here alone on the beach till Bridget passes out inside the boat.
I just drop her at the bottom of the boat.
She sleeps in the
Walks
boat.
down. I
Passed
take
out.
the snake blood, I pour it over my boar tooth dagger into the moonlight, and I bless it with my goddess's strength.
Alright,
The
roll
blood.
me a survival
Which
check
is
to apply poison.
I got a 4, but I don't care if it's poison or not. I just want to do the thing for my goddess.
Alright, roll me a religion check then.
Yeah, I don't have that.
The very last knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 10.
You're not sure how your god feels about it, but you feel like you made a good blessing. I don't think anything bad happened out of it. It's just got one coating of the poison on it. The next creature you have a successful hit with this weapon. It'll be a DC 20 fortitude save, and it does 1d2 dex damage.
I think I'm gonna go check out this sacrifice.
I'm gonna stay on the beach.
I'm just gonna go watch.
Arog,
Well, I'm
leaves
gonna
the
get
boat.
out and leave Karen with her mom, and I'm gonna just go for a walk on the beach. But I'm gonna be clutched dagger the whole time.
Arog goes to the party. Eric, who walks up and down the beach. Arog, roll a perception check when you join the party.
5.
Now it's like the party is at its height, and you're just sort of like in the rim, but you can't really see what's going on in the center. They all seem to be circled around some action. They're dancing, they're partying. The party continues, but who will pay the ultimate price? Find out next time on The Other Dungeon.
This episode of Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater is sponsored by our fans and friends on Patreon. Donate today. Keep Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater alive.